This itself needs to be talked about, man, and that's probability. The probability in this world honestly pisses me off. If you think about it, that's literally what we have to rely on for everything. Whether that's shifting, whether or not you're going to manifest that special someone, that dream job, or something simple as whether or not if you're going to have a good day or not. In fact, the way we grew up was basically based on probability, our upbringing and stuff like that. The reason why it's so ass here is because everything here is basically Russian roulette. Sure, you can try to manifest your dream life here, but I'm gonna tell you something that most manifestation YouTubers don't have the balls to say. And they don't want to tell you this either, is that it's not guaranteed. So when I manifested my new boss, honestly, I can say everything is going awesome. She's a Swiftie and believes a lot in quantum mechanics, like I do. So she basically kind of has an understanding of where we're coming from when it comes to the stuff we believe in and know about. She is very fun to talk to, and she makes my shifting journey easier to focus on. Because, yeah, like even back then when I had my old boss who was a goddamn prick, I still pushed through and still, was making good progress on my shifting journey. But I'm not gonna bullshit you guys. It's way easier to focus on your journey when there's nothing or nobody frying your frequencies. When there's nothing or nobody frying your brain with frequencies that you don't need. This was one of the cases where probability was on my side. That all happened intuitively though. And yes, it was part of my revision list that came true, Neville Goddard style. But on the flip side, everything that happened with Syria was a perfect example of why probability is trash. Don't get me wrong, I'm thankful for where I'm at now and for my new significant other from my waiting room. I'm just trying to prove a point. With an intuition as strong as mine, and how strong I set the intention, and how hard I worked, she knew she was being manifested, but she kept declining for dumb reasons. First, she said she wasn't interested in a relationship, but still decided to link up with an empty headed fuck. That I successfully manifested revenge on, by the way. But now we're at the current state where he's come and passed, and she's single but still declined, and said that she never saw me that way. Not only is she a liar, but also a hypocritical bitch who doesn't know what she wants. You people have no idea what I had to go through. Constantly watching guys I'm better than, taking my spot with her. Unless you've been watching me since springtime. But you get the point. Sure, it's her choice, and she can choose who she wants to be in her life, but once the consequences of her choices come into play, she starts crying about it, and the people who want to defend her, you're part of the problem. I was always the one, trying to make sure she doesn't get involved with those type of people and make sure that she doesn't get hurt. But oh well, that's the thing too with these type of people, man, is that they say and brag about how it's their choice, but like I said, once the consequences of their choice comes into play, they start bitching. And like I said, if you defend that, you're part of the issue. I don't bash my audience because everyone watching me are pretty smart people that want to do better and live their dream life. So no guys, never. I'll never bash you guys because you guys are literally the reason why I have the motivation to keep going. But you know what? It's not our fault, guys. The whole probability thing is not our fault. I'm gonna be real with you guys right now and tell you I don't have all the answers. I wish I could tell you you're gonna shift tonight, tomorrow, or right now, but the reason why I refrain from telling people that what specific day they're gonna shift and stuff when they ask me is because I don't want to upset them in case it doesn't happen yet or right away. But what I always can try to do is increase the probability of our shift. That's why when you successfully shift, really make a wise decision on whether or not if you want to come back or not. For me, the answer is no, and since you guys are mainly perma shifting and respawning, the answer is no as well for you guys, I assume. But let's just say hypothetically, for whatever reason, you do want to come back, make sure you're fine with waiting for a while before you shift again. Sure, shifting itself and doing methods is easy, but the wait is a complete bitch. That's how it is with me. I always tell you what you need to hear, not what you want to hear. What you want to hear may not always be a good thing. There are a lot of people in this space, bigger than me, who do that and constantly set their audience up for disappointment. I'd lose all credibility if I did that. I really want you guys to succeed. And yeah, it's not even just like, like the whole thing, like, with Syria or and stuff like that. And like I said, I even talk about the good things about how probability works in my favor, was when I manifested my new boss. But like I said, the bad stuff kind of outweighs the good stuff because, dude, one of my friends I recently had a connection with, bro, everything was going so good, bro, with the connection, man, until fucking somebody had to come and interrupt it. Yeah, man, I always fucking hate that, like when I have a story with someone and then all of a sudden someone comes into play and then they fucking plateau the whole thing. Yeah, man. And not only that too, the person fucking plateauing the whole thing is literally not a good person. And yeah, speaking of that, by the way, on to the final act. Here's what I really want to say to those people who wronged me in this world. You're a joke. A fucking joke. I had never met more immature, pathetic, privileged lowlives. That says a lot because I have been through adversity ever since I was in diapers, all the way up until as a young adult, for over 21 fucking years. You worship something called the Lord and want to claim you're saved. Your parents couldn't even save you from being society's disappointment. And motherfucker, I wish I could say that you rot in misery for the rest of your life, but it's one of God's best jokes that you're given everything, except that's on all of us. Also, guys, last night I had about 2 nightmares, so I woke up this morning feeling a little bit fucked up. In terms of what the nightmare was, I'll keep that confidential at the moment. But one thing I will tell you guys though, and this is really good news, is last night when I was doing the breathing exercise, I actually did manage to get a first person view of my waiting room. Dude, I'm so happy. It was so shiny there and everything. And honestly, I can't wait to go there. The room is so clean and everything, bro. It looks so aesthetic. Hell yeah. So, yep. My shifting journey has been going good, guys. That's it. I'm out.